Hey viewers and vieweresses, my name is John Red Strategist. Welcome to a little game that someone actually recommended to me in a comment on one of my videos. This is Townscaper, ladies and gents. So, you know me, I've played a few games before, like Tracks the Train Set game, for example, which is all just kind of like basically it's like a sandbox town builder. And this is no different. And I was looking at the trailer for this, and it actually looks kind of interesting. As you can see, we've got ourselves a little sort of tiny island with a building on it, right in the middle of this endless kind of ocean. Now, there was no kind of actual main menu for this game, it just sort of threw me straight in. But apparently in this one it's basically a sandbox and you just build towns. And if you've looked at screenshots or trailers for this game, it actually looks kind of pretty. So I just felt like I wanted to basically have a look at it. As you can see, we've got some options actually there, which is good. Now down the side, it's given us a lot of options for just colours, and I noticed it highlights areas of the building. So can I... Whoa! Okay, I just created a platform over there. Oh, that's clever. So I can just sort of create little islands in the middle of the ocean. Ah, I see. This does look very interesting as a game, I must say. Now we've got colours down here. Is this sort of for different coloured buildings, maybe? Oh, like that, you see. Oh, so you could like put little kind of houses like this. Oh, it's like they take different shapes, of course, as you build them. That's really peculiar. Oh god, what did I just do? Oh right, you hold down the left mouse button if you want to rotate the camera, but you just have to press very briefly if you want to actually put something down. Can you build further up? You can build further up. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Wow, there's an interestingly shaped building that we've got going on here. Oh, I created like an overhang piece just there. Ah! Oh, isn't that cool how it sort of all snaps together and builds up this really interesting structure as you go along? That's really cool. Oh, I could see myself sinking a load of hours into this off camera. Oh man, so this game is in early access for anyone who's just wondering at the moment, and I'm sure obviously the devs probably have more ideas about what they want to sort of put in. See, you can, oh god, I just created a platform over there without meaning to. See, you can sort of expand buildings up. What happens if I right click? Ah, okay, if you right click on something it basically undoes the section that you've got highlighted, kind of. Yeah. Okay, let's build out this other little sort of island over here. Sort of like extending out like in that direction there. Very interesting. There's no kind of background music or anything like that, so maybe I'll have to add some of my own, I don't know. What if I do something a little sort of interesting here? I like how it's got little... Oh god, that's not what I want to do at all. What I wanted to do was to put a piece there. There we go. Sort of at a funny kind of angle there, it is, but... Oh yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Hold on, can I get rid of that? Down at the edge there. It just seems a bit strange, the way it's set it up. Or maybe I'll put it like that, I don't know. Yeah, it seems when I put a piece there, it kind of like drags it off to the side, which is very peculiar. Man, I'm enjoying this already so far. It's really, really interesting. I'm glad someone actually recommended this one to me. Right, let's just get rid of that menu, actually, come to think of it. So I'm just creating a little sort of foundation, little piece over there. Maybe we'll end up joining all these together, I don't know. So what's the deal with all these different colours over here? What happens if I go for this sort of the more orangey colour? Okay, that puts a little kind of house like that. Maybe we should increase... Ooh! That's like a little tower. Okay, interesting. What about this colour, the more sort of yellow one? Okay, that's like the same colour as that building that was on the pre-existing island. Okay, and we can create like sort of like an overhang type thing like this. Or we could sort of drag it out and have a building that's sort of set up over the water. It's just so awesome. I really like it. I've got to remember you can zoom in as well with the mouse wheel. Yeah, and then have like a little tower on it, like that. Or maybe, ooh, that's an interesting thing. You could put it like that, couldn't you? And then maybe have like an extra section. Oh, I like it. It's a crazy shape, but, oh man, this is so simple. And yet it's so cool. Okay, let's do some more colours and see what sort of other houses we could potentially build. You see, you can have like little cottages like that. Interesting. What's this sort of greenish colour here? We put those... Okay, so at its most basic, it gives you these kind of really simple little house-like structures, which is kind of cool. I like it. And of course you sort of just extend outwards and it gets bigger and bigger and all that. Let's go for this colour here and let's extend this platform out maybe. Nice. I like it. I really like it. It's really cool. What about this colour here? Extend this out. So it's like we've got little walkways. I love that shape of tower there. That's really awesome. Okay, maybe what we need to do then is extend the platform. Maybe, actually, yeah, let's see if we can kind of link everything together, maybe. Ooh, it's like a star shape. That's really interesting how it's kind of shaped like that. Very peculiar. Let's bring this over here, like so. We can sort of connect this up like this. Aha! Oh, it's so awesome. I like it. I really like it. Glad that this was recommended to me. I think we'll have this kind of on its own little thing. Because it's like you can only get into that building up there if you have a boat or something. I like how it's got a letterbox out the front there. You know, if you can see. Right, let's see what else we can actually sneak in somewhere. Maybe actually start working with this corner over here, perhaps. What about some... Let's see, what other kind of colours have we got? Maybe try this one, unless we can sneak this in somewhere. Maybe like here. And then put a little house there, maybe? And then have it sort of extending out into the water. In sort of like a weird shape like that. And give it like a little tower structure there. Yeah. Okay. Right, well that's enough there. Let's check out some of these blue colours then and see what the deal is. Hold on, if I turn the camera around like this, let's put something in the sort of corner there. Oh, nice. Lovely jubbly. Put that like that like that. Kind of looks a bit weird. Let's put that like that actually. Now let's see, what else can we get? And have like a weird little corner piece. In fact, let's extend this here like this, so there's a way kind of around the building, like so. Because this could be kind of interesting. You put it like that. Oh! Sort of thing in the middle that it had there, with that weird sort of roundel or whatever it is. Very peculiar. And then maybe if we have some sort of like little corner bits like this could work quite nicely, couldn't it? Damn. I like it. I really like it. And actually just leave that as it is like that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It's like a sort of big bluish building over there. Let's extend the platform out a little over here. It's just interesting. Sometimes it gives you like star-shaped edges and sometimes kind of like more sort of square edges. So I'm kind of curious as to what exactly, well, how exactly it kind of determines that. I guess because we're sort of going at a bit of an angle here, maybe. Yeah, that feels like maybe it is the case. There's like a tiny little walk. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, what if we then do this? I'm sort of building these things on the fly, just sort of constructing them as I will. We're going to leave that little starting island up there because it's kind of cool. Let's see now. What if we put some sort of blue buildings up here like this? What I'm just going to do is as follows. I'm just going to create a sort of very big kind of structure over here like this. Ooh, interesting shape. I like it. How high can you go, though? That's what I'm wondering. I reckon you can probably go quite high, can't you? I like how it's got a actual sort of balcony. Well, not balcony, but a flat rooftop. Damn. I imagine you can probably go quite high, can't you? Seems to me probably the case. Interesting, interesting. Sort of put like that. Ooh. Oh, now that's an interesting looking structure, isn't it? It's a very interesting structure. Why don't we put, hold on, some little like corner pieces like this. Yeah, yeah. Cool. And maybe some bits. Oh, you can have it on supports. Ah, like this maybe? Oh, that's very peculiar looking, isn't it? I'm not so sure about that, actually. Have it like that. I kind of like the single kind of pole at the back there. Or maybe we could sort of do it... have like little archways down there? I don't know. We could sort of experiment a bit, couldn't we? and just see what the deal is, what we can sort of get away with. Let's just put some more platform pieces down over here. Nice. It's going a bit of a weird shape, but yes, sort of like extending outwards in a very peculiar form. Okay, now then, let's see. What if we, just trying to think, what would be the best way of doing this? I kind of want to construct something really, really big, if I can. So, let's extend this out this side, like so. And maybe sort of put things in there like that. This is going to be a bit of a weirdly shaped one, this is. There's like a little telescope on the promenade. Oh, very strange. Very peculiar. So if we put sort of pieces on top like that, and then just fill it in, like so, just put that like that. Can I, hold on, if I, how is this going to work? Ah, that's clever. You can make like a little archway on the inside with a door, like that. I kind of like that, actually. Can you do it sort of on the other side, or will it just carve straight through? Oh no, you can do it on the other side. It's going to be a very thin section in the middle of the building, though, that's all. You can have like a little tower on top of it, like that. Oh, now that's interesting. That's an interesting shape. Can you do sort of cupolas on each side? Yeah, I'm sort of winging it in terms of the construction here. I like that. That's another interesting form. Very peculiar. This must have had so much effort put into it to make it kind of work. Because, you know, like just taking a blob out of a building and it automatically puts like a cool looking archway with some detail and a nice doorway and stuff like that. I wonder how much effort kind of went into this game. Probably a fair bit, I would imagine. Right, we're going to extend a path down over here, like so. Everything ultimately kind of connects, except for our one slightly isolated building off to one side. Right, we're going to do this. Oh, I wanted to kind of put another piece down there, but never mind. Then we're going to put all this together like so, create a big platform for maybe a large building to actually go on. Right, we're going to have, yeah, this colour, like so. If I can turn that camera around, please. Oh, this is so good. I really, really like it. We have kind of an interesting section like that. Yeah, what do we kind of shape it in that way, maybe? That could be interesting, couldn't it? Or maybe extend it out, like so. Let's just take it a bit further. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's going to be a bit of an unconventional shape, I think, is this one. Once I put it all together, like so. Yeah, here we go. It's funny how it automatically puts the roofs on. Roofs. Okay, let's put that like that. No, we haven't finished with it yet. I want to take this round this side, like so. Oh, you can put like little, oh no, not like that, sorry. Yeah, you can have like an overhang there, actually. That would look kind of cool, wouldn't it? Hold on, can I do this? Oh, I can. That's interesting. You can have that sort of big overhang. Yeah, we'll have a big overhang like that. Unless you can put one over this kind of built section here. Like that, maybe? It's a strange looking one. I'm not sure I like it. No. Let's take that out. How about we do it like this, maybe? Have like little sort of houses that go off on the side, like that. Yeah, let's do that. Have sort of mirrored on the other side as well. Okay, sure. In fact, actually, let's extend them out a little bit. You could have sort of an extra storied section like that. Oh, yes, like that maybe. How's that look? It's an interesting shape so far. We're not finished with it yet, though. Because the thing is, you can theoretically go very, very big with these, and I think it would be absolutely amazing to sort of behold what you could actually create in a game like this. Let's see now. Extend that out. Put that like that. Just thinking. Yeah, I think we'll leave the sides as they are, and now we'll start adding in things on top. So, if we just twizzle it round so I can get a good view, put something like that, yeah, Yeah, I think so. Actually, let's take it up higher, like this. Quite the interestingly shaped building. I really like it. Oh man, could just do with some nice little background music, some nice calming background music or something, just to make things more interesting. Yeah, look at that. I like that one. I think that's quite good, actually. Okay, interesting. Maybe we, yeah, let's leave that building as it is. Now let's take perhaps. Should we create another sort of isolated building, maybe off on this side, like we've got, obviously, on that side over there. We could sort of mirror it over here a bit. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Those plopping sounds as the things go down in the water. Something very satisfying about it. Okay. So obviously you're not quite getting perfect quadrilateral shaped buildings in this, but I guess that kind of is what makes it kind of interesting, isn't it? It just looks very peculiar, yeah. Okay, now let's see how we're going to do this. If we go like this, maybe down the middle. So have some like small buildings on either side there. And how about we have like a sort of couple of archways through the middle. So if we just build a kind of large story thing there, and build like this. How's this going to go? Ooh. So let's put like a... Oh god. Let's put like a line between those two buildings there. That's very interesting, isn't it? Oh yeah, see, like this. You can have like archways. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, yes. That's going to look good, I think. So just build it up from here. What it could do with really, though, is a... maybe some ladders or whatever else have you. Let's extend these side bits out, perhaps, like so, and then maybe you could sort of, oh god, that's a bit weird looking, but yeah, like that. Have some overhangs, just to make it look more interesting. Kind of. It's a very interesting shape, this building. It sort of curves around, very peculiar, but I kind of like it. And then maybe have some sort of like raised sections at the edges like this. What do you reckon? Oh god. You notice in some of my buildings I do really like going for symmetry. Because quite a few of the ones I've built so far, they've kind of been mirrored on either side. They have, you know, mirrored sections, whatever else have you, if you get what I mean. I'm sure you do. Oh, yeah, you can like, add an extra bit like that. Oh, it's kind of cool. I really like it. And maybe you do this. Hold on. How's this? How's this look? It's a very, very strangely shaped building, but I'm sure people will think will find it very, very interesting. And let's extend it up like this. And a big sort of tower. What happens if I do this though? Ooh, adds that like that. I kind of like that though. That's an interesting shape, isn't it? And it does kind of break up the symmetry a little bit in a fairly interesting way. Oh, it's got like little tables and chairs on those balconies. How very peculiar. I like it. Oh, yes. I like it. I like where it's going, this one. Okay, maybe we should leave that one kind of how it is, or maybe we should connect it actually to somewhere over here. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's bring this out over this side if we can. It's going to be a bit of a weirdly formed kind of walkway. Let's drag it out over here so it connects. There we go. Yeah, it's weirdly shaped, but it'll do. It'll do me fine. Twill do me fine, that will, Bob. Let's put it out over here, like so. Right. Yeah. Sort of the weird town at sea is slowly taking shape. Let's get some different coloured buildings in. I don't think the colours really change all that much, do they? Oh. Can we just have like a really high tower on this side? Wow, I reckon you could actually just do that, couldn't you? Maybe we should put another one in, actually. Like so. A couple of big spires. There you are. They're about the same height. This one can be slightly larger. The people in this tower look down on the people in this tower because they've got an extra floor, whereas these guys haven't. There you are, see? Yeah, looks interesting. Can you put like little sections? You can. You can put little sections like that on the edge. Maybe I'll just put a extra little house in there like that, because we can, and an extra one maybe here as well, just to fill out some of the excess space and all that. What a weird looking site we built. What's this final colour? Is this white or something? Maybe put this on its own section. Yeah, so as you can see, the buildings kind of they have sort of very generic shapes that it uses. I kind of like it though. I imagine you could build some really interesting looking stuff in a game like this. Nice. So is there anything really else? Grid. Oh right, you can put a grid down like that so you can see all the different shapes. So maybe if you want to see where the grid is, so you can put things down in particular places. I see, I see. I mean, it doesn't look like there's really a lot of options actually in this game at the moment. So it looks kind of, you know, fairly basic. But I imagine probably the devs will put more and more into this, because like I said, it is in early access, so no doubt there's going to be more. Can you sort of combine colours on buildings? That'd be interesting. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, peculiar. It's like a star-shaped house section there. Oh yeah, okay, this could actually work, couldn't it? I see, I see. Very interesting. Yeah, let's just sort of combine that a little bit and try and make something that looks peculiar in its own way. What if I extend that out there? Oh yeah, that's a interesting looking building, isn't it? Yes. Build that up there like that. Maybe put extra edge on that and one on that as well. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks kind of cool. So could you have kind of alternating colours? I can build like a sort of typical hold on, if I just rotate the camera a little bit. Let's see if we can build like a kind of lighthouse-esque structure with white and red, where it's like got white and red bands. Does that work? Oh, well this is peculiar, isn't it? It's not like a lighthouse in the traditional sense, but it's a very interesting looking building, I must say. Very peculiar indeed. Ah, yeah, I mean, I kind of like it, don't get me wrong, it's pretty good, isn't it? How about we extend the corners out in this way? Hold on. And then put some like, little pieces around the edges like that to give it some more shape. Yeah, interesting. Oh man. I feel like this is one of those games where if you really wanted to build something quite unique and out there, you'd probably need to kind of maybe plan it out in your head beforehand rather than just winging it as I'm doing. I mean, granted, I've created some very interesting looking structures just by winging it. But yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do more videos on this. I feel like this is something I probably play in my own time offline because, like I say, there's not a lot to this game at the moment in terms of features. Yeah, it's just a nice fun little way to kill time. So I might just make this a one-off video and put it into the assorted gaming propaganda playlist. That's what I'm thinking. Unless people really want to see me do more, in which case, you know, I am happy to do more if people want to see it. I can always just do it as bonus content from time to time. And maybe either add to this map or perhaps start a fresh one and just build something up. Who knows? So yeah, if in that case, you know, thank you for recommending this to me. I think it was Brandon Peters who recommended this. This is certainly an interesting little title, isn't it? Definitely recommend this one. It's quite fun, even if it is very simple. But sometimes the simplest ideas can actually be the best ones. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that then, everybody. And if you know, this game is quite cheap on Steam. So if you're interested, definitely go out and take a look at it. You know, show the dev a bit of support. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. But other than that, I'm going to sign off now and wrap up. So Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. In the meantime, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. But in the meantime, this is John Red signing off. Goodbye, everybody. How high do I need to go to get this, though? That's the question. Oh wait, no, this is going down that way. What? Oh, shall I risk jumping off to the left and see if I can get into that magic portal? Problem is, I have no idea whereabouts it is, so it's going to be really hard to judge this. I don't want to be losing lives, not at this stage in the game. Fuck it, no. It's not worth the risk, I don't think. In fact, it could be one of the... Oh god, I'm missing all these coins. Woof, you bastard. You asshole. Come here. Come on. Over here, seagull. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, get over there. Yeah. Oh, can I get on that rope, maybe?